when trying to understand arguments, one thing we're going to have to do is get a better understanding of how to evaluate argument. And an issue of reason versus emotion is going to come up, and a couple more slides, you'll get to see exactly what this issue is. But you should ask yourself, where do you see a lot of arguments that are understood, evaluated, judged, etc.? And I think if you think about it, the one place where you hear about a lot of arguments is in a debate. A debate typically is a forum where two people get up and express their opinions. Usually they are opinions that disagree, that is, they have different conclusions, and each side presents arguments in favor of his or her position. We're very familiar with this in the political realm. Anytime there's an election, certainly a presidential election, there are a series of debates. Sometimes there are debates in the primaries as well as in the general election. Nonetheless, there are debates that are held. And presumably, one of the things, or one of the reasons that debates are held, is for people to listen to two sides of the issue, the different sides the candidates are on, and let them express their reasons for it. And it enables the audience sometimes to decide whether they're giving good reasons, whether they're supporting the candidate who supports the same position that they do. So in trying to evaluate an argument, one place to get started might be for us to take a look and see, how do we score or evaluate debates? Because that's certainly going to give us some insight into a method for deciding which arguments are good and which ones are bad. But in thinking about a debate, what is it that we're looking at? How is it we decide whether the arguments are good ones or bad ones? And what's pretty clear is we often decide who won and who lost the debate. In fact, that's typically what the people who are experts, the political pundits in the political arena, are. If it's an academic debate, there are rules for which they decide. There are rules for judging it, and based on the rules for judging it, they decide who the winners are and who the losers are. So one way for us to get a handle on evaluating arguments is to see how the experts evaluate debates. But let me tell you in advance, I don't know that we're going to end up where we want to. I don't know that we're going to find a good method for evaluating arguments, but it is a good place to start.